Hey everyone, it is Dee from Dee's Divine Guidance here for the sign of Virgo for mid-month July of 2019. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel down below, and thank you for being here if this is not your first time, and welcome if it is. I am a spiritual healer and empowerment coach, and in this session you are going to get the message from Spirit for the end of the month. The monthlies are already up, so you can check those out. That does come with the energy healing. And if you haven't already, you could follow me over in Facebook. All right, let's see what we got going on. Okay, so you've got the Four of Pentacles here for the overall energy. I'm just looking at the other cards. So the Four of Pentacles is about a lack of trust. And what they're making me feel here is that it's a lack of trust on yourself. That's why I was looking at the other cards. Now, again, remember these are general readings and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I'm feeling that you have a lack of trust in making right decisions. Like you have the Justice card followed by the Unknown card, followed by the Knight of Cups, and then followed by the Wheel of Fortune. And what this tells me is that I feel like there might be a lack of trust that you're going to get what you deserve. And I'm hearing love a lot here. So some of you feel as though, you know, it's never going to come. You're never going to find what you want. So let me know in the comments below if that resonates with you in that way. But you've got that Justice card, and I feel like you have the lack of trust that you're going to get what you deserve. Some of you, this could have to do with some kind of job, or it could have to do with like a divorce or whatever. But there's a lot of unknown here. There's a lot of unknown. And they're telling me to trust in the universe. Trust in the universe that everything is going to go the way that it's planned. And they're also telling me to kind of be careful because, you know, the more you try to force things, the screwy it gets. Oh, what was I just watching? I just looked on Facebook. Oh, I have to remember this. It was like, oh, when you go after shiny, oh, forget it. Okay. I don't think it resonates, but it was really funny. Okay. But anyway, so you have the unknown. It's a lot of unknown. And then you've got the Knight of Cups. All right, I'm going to share this. They want me to share this with you. Okay. So there was a post on Facebook that had like this car, and it says, this is what happens when you chase shiny objects. So like shiny objects could be that job that you think you want so much, the person, or that, you know, the lust after somebody and all of this. And the car was like all like things were just in the wrong spot. And it was like, what the heck is that? Because you spend so much time chasing things that like you're not focused. You're not like laser focused on one thing and you get to your goal. But in the meantime, you're chasing all these things that make you feel good or look good, and you think they're going to make you feel good, but then they don't, and you end up with like this mess of like whatever this thing is. So let me know if that resonates with you, because they wanted me to share that with you. But that could be like, because you don't trust yourself, you might be on to the next thing very quickly, and you don't give a chance to what's in front of you, is what I'm hearing. So hopefully that resonates with you. But because you have the Knight of Cups, and it's followed by the Wheel of Fortune. So what they're telling me is that when you take action with your heart, not your mind. I'm going to say that one more time. When you take action with your heart, not your mind, that is when everything starts rolling. So I want you to really think about, what are your thoughts here? What are you thinking about? What are you trying to force? Are you trying to force this relationship? Are you trying to force this job? Are you trying to force a connection with somebody? And in your mind, it's like, oh, this is what should happen. This is what should be, rather than feeling the energy around you, or if it's in a connection with someone, their energy as well, and going with that and kind of guiding that, and with like hand holding. All right. And I feel like I'm going woo woo here, but, it's true, because a lot of the times when we're with our mind and we think we know what we want, we're not leading with the heart, we're leading with the mind. So that's kind of the message that they're giving me here, is when you lead with your heart of what feels good and get out of your mind, that is when everything's going to start kind of turning for you, and the wheel is going to start. So that is the message I have. Let's go ahead and we're going to pull a vampire card for you. These are my vampire cards. If you haven't seen them before, they are my favorite. And I do read from the book. This is Lucy Cavendish, so this is what it is. And she's my favorite writer, so I do read her stories because they are amazing. And I think everybody else likes them too, so let me know what you think. All right, so it says death rites. And it says saying goodbye, formal occasion, honoring lives. So let's see what it says for you. For many beings, the reality of death seems to be the ultimate cruelty. The vampire that steals the life from so many, and without, it seems, any order of reality. For death, it is true. Sorry, let me say that again. For death, it is true, visits us all, whether we are young or old or healthy or suffering. For all of us, beast and beauty, there is time for the end to come. But there are angels of death appointed by the universe to help us move from one side to the next, and to avoid staying in between without moving on, transforming. For the soul who dies well, who has a good death, there's a transformation through the realms that divide the living from the dead. For this to take place, the angel of death does not only come to assist the soul, but they assist with the ones left behind. And what comforts those who remain on earth are rites, ways to say goodbye, honorings and reverence, and memories and mirth. It may be time for you to consider those who have gone from you, or who may go, and know how you would honor them and remember them and send them on their way. What rites will you prepare? Ones to help carry the soul into the arms of the angel of death. Consider what will comfort you when you are on your way too. Know that it is not morbid to contemplate the ending of this mortal time for you. There is so much beyond the last breath, that last glimpse of light of the sun. So the angel of death assures us. But her job is to stay in the borderlands. She knows little of heaven, for it is a memory. She knows of humans and of the creatures of the earth and their souls, and of taking them across the veil. If you are deeply grieving and in pain, this card signals that you will soon receive divine support, relief, and assistance. Wills and legal documents may be about to enter your life when this card comes to you. Consider, too, the legacy you will leave when you have departed. Consider your children and their children. Consider the well-being of the animals and plants, your library, your keepsakes, your little treasures. Begin the journey of safeguarding these now. They will not matter to you beyond this life. It is true, not as they do now, nor in the same manner. As you enter your next lifetime, they may not even be recalled at all, but those who may leave will know them, and know you through them. Let yourself live on, and know who will keep your memory bright as a candle, and you will look from time to time and be glad and be able to send a message of comfort. The blessing of this card is honoring the ones who we have loved and who have left can be a beautiful way to come to terms with their absence, and a way to help their soul make the transition to their new life beyond the veil. Evidence of life beyond death. The curse of this card is feeling that death is final and losing hope in the purpose of life, trapped by grief. And working with this card is it's time to work with any fear you may have around death and dying and transform this through preparation, contemplation of your legacy, and considering the interactions you have had with deceased loved ones. Okay, so a little bit morbid, but I'm gonna give you two messages with this. Okay, so if you are grieving from someone that you have lost or are going to lose, maybe they're sick or on their deathbed or whatever. But if you are grieving, it's good to remember. It's good to remember. It will help you. And what I want to say to you is that from someone, I am a medium, so I do connect to people on the other side. They are there. They are always there. As soon as you call them, as soon as you think of them, they are there. And even when you're not thinking of them, they will send you messages. But when you need them, you call on them and they are there. I don't really visit cemeteries or anything and it's okay that you do, because that's kind of like a ritual type of thing. But listen, you don't have to go to their grave in order to talk to them. They are always around. As soon as you call them, they are there. So that is one thing. And just know that no matter what you've been through, if you were there at the last moment, It doesn't matter. Wherever you were at the last moment was where you were supposed to be. And that person knows that you love them because they can hear you now. It's not about what you didn't say when they were here. It's about how they know now. Okay? So it's about what you say now. They know more now than they did when they were here. So as long as you love them, they know that. And there's no reason that you have to live with any guilt of their passing. Okay. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to move it into a different message. So this also relates to me as getting your ass in gear here. Okay. Because this is kind of like morbid, and it's saying that, listen, we all are going to die at some point. How do you want to live the life that you have? And I really want you to focus on that, because, you know, if you're always trying to chase those shiny objects and you're not going after that life because you think that this is going to make you happy, or you think that's going to make you happy, like, try to like get your ass in gear here, because you don't know how long you have. So you have to make the best of what you have now. So live the life that you want to live. Make the choices that are going to move you towards that, instead of trying to kind of distract yourself with all these other things, is what I'm getting. Okay? Make the changes. Do the work is what I'm getting. So, all right. Let me know if that resonates in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to get my weekly videos, and click the little bell so you get notified, and give me a thumbs up if you like the reading and if you like my vampire cards. All right? Much love to you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.